everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. ECAT wanted to say hi real fast. Say hello, ECAT. Alright, let's get right to it. Big day on General Hospital today. A lot of secrets, well, we knew them, but came out, and a lot of information, so let's get right to it. I say that at the beginning of every video. At the Quartermains, Tracy and Sabrina kind of walk through the plan. So the plan basically is to get Rosalie to give Nicholas up, because that's basically the main proof they're going to have. And Tracy is lamenting about how much ELQ stock got out of Quartermain hands. There's folders involved, they call people, it's ridiculous, in a good way. And Brooklyn tells Tracy that she gave the shares away and she was blackmailed. And at ELQ, Rosalie tries to cover up the situation, not really well though, and she's playing the victim, and Michael is not having it. Like, he's Relentless Michael, and Relentless Michael is my favorite Michael. And Dante explains to her that she's facing serious charges. Rosalie says Nina was lying about buying the shares, and Jake says Nina recorded the whole conversation that you and her had. So they make this big show about the charges and the time she could face, and if we play this recording right now, your whole getting a deal or your whole making this go away goes out the window. So they tell her, if she tells them who her boss is, then the whole thing will go away, and Rosalie tells them that she's being blackmailed. They corner her with a civil suit and or criminal suit, or either give up Nicholas, and she finally tells them, well, they don't say give up Nicholas. They say, give up who you're working for. So she finally tells them it's Nicholas Cassadine. And she tells Michael she didn't want to lie to him, but she didn't see a way out. And Michael isn't having it and doesn't accept her apology. It wasn't exactly an apology, but he doesn't accept it. And he basically kicks her out. And Dante takes her to the station so she can give her statement. And then Jake makes Michael feel better about the situation and vows his trust and his loyalty to Michael. And Michael's like, I already trust you. You basically helped me save this company. And I'm like, he can help you save the company in more ways than one, because he has 11% that is now unaccounted for. But, that's none of my business. And Rosalie tells Dante that she didn't want to betray Michael, and he's like, yeah, but you did. So, doesn't really matter. At the Metro Court, Sam asks Nicholas about Rosalie, and she says she talked to Nina personally about the buying shares situation, and Sam is being really aggressive towards Nicholas and not letting him change the subject. And Sam brings up that Lulu saw Rosalie with Nicholas at Windermere 2 months before Nicholas admits to knowing Rosalie, and he claims he was just trying to be a gentleman about their past relationship when Lulu caught them. And Sam straight up confronts Nicholas about taking over ELQ, and he admits it, so cat's out of the bag. And she tells him that she recognized his voice on the phone, and he tells her it isn't personal, it's business, taking over ELQ, whatever. And he also tells her that Helena and Victor have been siphoning off money from the Cassadine family, so he's not in the financial position that everyone thinks he's in. And he also says he has a standard to uphold as a Cassadine, and she's like, what, you'll have to rent the Paris home, sell the house in Lake Como? That'd be really cool if he had his own lake, just saying. And he tries to drag her into it as a Cassadine, and she's like, oh no, don't you dare, don't bring the family into it. So then Sam brings up Jason, and how Jason, if the roles were reversed, that he would never steal from Nicholas or his family. And she tells Nicholas that he sounds like Helena, and he's like, no, I'm me. Whatever. And also, let's go back to the Quartermains real fast. Dylan tells Tracy that Nicholas won't get any shares from him, but not for lack of trying. And he tells her exactly what happened and how Nicholas only wanted 0.5%, which is when Sabrina and Tracy realize that their calculation of 50% is correct. That, Nicholas has 50% of the company. And she tells Dylan that he might have just saved ELQ, and then Tracy goes to ELQ and tells Michael that Nicholas has 50% of ELQ, and Michael freaks out a little bit, and they're like, well, we're going to have to deal with Nicholas sooner or later. And then Nicholas walks in, and he's like, I guess it's going to have to be sooner. And I was like, oi, the rest of this week is going to be rough. I am feeling it right now. Let's a little bit of a change of pace and go to Lulu and Valerie. So Valerie is Lulu's overhearing stuff that sounds really damning, and her phone goes off and Lulu sees her. So this is when Dylan was still with Lulu. They were hugging and they were saying, we have to keep the secret from Dante. We have to keep the secret from Dante. So then Lulu says everything's fine and she'll be with Valerie in a second. She just needs to say goodbye to Dylan. She basically was like, oh my god, do you think Valerie hurt us? Dylan's like, probably not. And like he leaves to go to the Quartermaines, which is what I told you before. So now, Valerie opens up about the conversation and parallels her and Dante to Lulu and Dylan, like friendships, platonic friendships. And then Valerie tells Lulu about the Maxie incident, and Lulu tells Valerie that she had no idea Maxie was going to do that. And then Lulu's very frank about her feelings about Valerie and how Valerie initially had leaned on Dante. And Lulu says she'll take Valerie on her word that she has no interest in Dante beyond friendship, and the conversation ends off really nice. At the police station, Rosalie is writing down her statement, and then Valerie comes back to the police station, and Dante asks her if she talked to Lulu, and Valerie says yes, and then she's like, and there's something I need to tell you. And I'm like, actually, there's something you don't, you know? Also, at the Metro Court, Sam is still at the bar where she talked to Nicholas, who has since left, and Jake comes over, and Sam tells Jake that Nicholas admitted to attempting the ELQ takeover. And let me just say, I am so on board with Sam and Jake having this, like, co-worker friendship kind of relationship, because it's just going to make it so much better when the Jason reveal, and they already have this, like, established relationship, and, I'm so happy, but we know it's not going to happen until probably, what, November sweeps, huh? Let's look forward to that. We've been doing this for like a year now. Alright. Luke and Laura. So this whole situation went from weird to nonsensical to weirder. Like, I can't even. That's the best way I can put it. So the kidnapper, the person who masterminded this whole situation, is Jennifer Smith. And Laura has a gun on Jennifer, but then more gunmen walk in on Jennifer's side. They disarm Luke and Laura, and Jennifer tells Luke that Jennifer knows that Luke told Lulu about the situation with Lucky, and then Luke asks her if this whole thing was just to get him to marry her, and she's like, nah, I'm over that antiquated tradition. But then it kind of gets said that, like, she kidnapped Lucky because she wants to spend one night with Luke. This is where, like, the nonsensical weirdness, like, so I have no idea what's going on. If that's really what's going on, it's just weird, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I don't really have any established feelings about this right now. But I will let you know later in the week once I've established some feelings. I hope you had a great day today so far. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day. Bye!